2016 was a year to remember. The year began with our members, Nancy, Shirley, and I, making a determination that we wanted to pay it forward. And so we made some changes in what we do at the school. For years, we've supported the American Red Cross blood drives. Many of our students, instructors, and staff give blood literally. DTI is also a long supporter of the National Kidney Foundation, and this year was no exception. DTI students, staff, and instructors were out there in force for the 2016 annual walk. And we raised money, and more than that, we raised awareness of kidney disease. You all are starting to become familiar with the idea of dialysis and kidney disease. 1 in 7 Americans will have it touch their life. Chronic kidney disease is very prominent. In 2016, we began enrolling students from government assistance programs, which was a first for us. Students came from Welfare to Work programs, the Work Investment Act, from MICA, which is an assistance program for military families, and from the Employment Development Department. We had 14 students enrolled in these programs last year, in 2016. 8 of them have graduated from the program. 6 are either still in didactics or they're in the clinical portion of their training. And we only had 1 withdraw. 7 of them are actually working in the field already. In September, our campus relocated. That's the big hang-up on our move, was the big hang-up on our graduation ceremony, but we like our new site and we hope you do too. There's a chair here, an empty chair here, with a rose for an old friend. We lost one of our founding partners last year, Marie Lee, died at the age of 76 after a long illness. She was a nephrology nurse, a prominent nephrology nurse for over 40 years. She was an administrator, she was a mentor, and she was an instructor here at the Dialysis Training Institute, and she will be missed. In October, we had our first female cohort. Every single student in the class was female. You guys want to stand up? Yeah. Let me tell you about these ladies. They wanted to show everybody what they were made of. They were a team and they didn't leave anyone behind. They all passed their final examination. Shirley says they all got their resumes done on time. They have all registered or taken the national examination. 3 of them have passed the California Dialysis Council exam. 1 has already completed the clinical training, and 2 of them already have jobs. The energetic bunch in an October class. There's a second chair with Rose. We lost for the first time a student this year. Ronaby Triana was a 41-year-old wife and mother. She was a nurse, and she lost her battle in November with cancer, just 6 months after she completed her didactic portion of the program. It's evidence to us that life is precious and short, and no one has any guarantees, so we gotta live it to the fullest. In total, we graduated 71 nurses, technicians, and biomedical technicians in 2016. Graduates, it's time for you to move your tassel. So it should be on the right, and you're going to move it to the left. Not like that. Okay. Move your tassel to the right. Oh, sorry, to the left. I had mine on backwards. Okay. We'd like to thank you all for coming, supporting your students. Sorry. Did Brett do his speech?
No.
Come here. One more speech before I let you go. Brett is in the first class of biomedical technicians, and he is our valedictorian this year.
It's my time, cool?
All right. First, thank you for my cheering section. I need some people to make some noise. All right, so I'm going to try not to read from this paper, but I'm going to look down every now and then. But I want to talk to you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, so thank you all for coming out and supporting us graduates and spending your time with us today. I know it means a lot to everyone involved that you're here. And I'm honored. I'll do that.
No crying.
I talk to myself every now and then. All right, so I'm honored to be given this opportunity to be the class valedictorian.
It's okay.
Man, it don't feel safe. No, it's interesting how things work out. Because 4 years ago, I started in the dialysis community as a dialysis technician. And 2 years into that career, a man approached me and says, if you go and take these 2 classes at a junior college, I'll put you in as a biomed. Well, I procrastinated and made excuses and put it off. And, I really didn't take it seriously. And guess what? I stayed a dialysis technician. But then 4 years into my career, I switched companies to a private company where the doctor treated us very well. And there was a man that approached me again. He hands me a brochure, says, would you like to be a biomed? I didn't flinch this time. I ended up making the conscious decision to go to an accredited school to teach me how to be better than most. And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be the best. Now, the sticker shock, it offered some resistance. Had some conversations about time commitments and money and how am I going to spend time with my family. But those were all strong in my mind, and I just made the conscious choice to just go for it. Today I stand before you not only as a graduate, not as your valedictorian, but most important to me, I stand before you as living proof that DTI has a great program that is putting out top shelf dialysis technicians, nurses, and now biomedical technicians. So I'm now employed full-time as a biomedical technician for that private clinic.
Nice.
And I've actually been blessed with the opportunity to lead the biomedical department of Barstow, California.
Wow.
And now I get to continue learning even more about this craft, and I owe all of that qualification to Dialysis Training Institute. You're not allowed to cry either. Now at DTI I learned some things that slip through the cracks in other programs, and we learned not only how to repair the machines, but we also learned the reason why. Why our position is so important, why our organization and time management are so crucial, and why having extra parts left over when you tear something apart is not acceptable. My people knew they were going to laugh at this. So Cheryl, I learned about integrity from Cheryl, and she already told you that quote that I stole from her. But integrity is doing everything the best of your ability, doing it the right way, even when no one is watching. Shirley, I learned about professionalism, and I also learned about some superhero poses in your big moment. You do a superhero pose, I guarantee you nothing's going to take you down. And then Nancy taught me how to be accountable, because now I'm able to have that reputation for admitting my shortcomings, which is actually really hard for some people to do, and how to keep things up to date and current with all my documentation. And I'm here to tell you that these ladies really have put something special together. They are molding the best technicians, nurses, and biomedical technicians out there. And I went to a different school to become a dialysis technician. And I'll tell you, if 4 years ago I had chosen DTI to put me on that path, I would have been a lot more prepared. Now, most important of all to me, I met my lab instructor and my coach, Paul Terry. As I mentioned his name, there's a lesson to be told about meeting your coach. You see, we were passing by in the hallway on the dialysis technician, and he taught me a lot about sometimes you need that metaphorical CPR to bring you back to life. I was bummed out. I really didn't like the industry anymore. I had people's lives in my hands, and that's not what I wanted to do. But, Paul gave me that opportunity of going to an accredited school and getting the qualification. And the cool thing is, I actually ended up coaching him. And I guarantee you're going to remember this rule number 1. It said, homie, rule number 1 to being a success is you have to be coachable. You have to be humble enough to know that there are some things you just don't know. And apparently that one statement has made an impact because we still preach it today. You know, the magic that happened there, I already told you that part. I told you I'm not going to read it. And, you know, he also told me another life lesson. Remember that you're never too good to touch the mop. You know, in dialysis, this is a water sport. You will get wet.
You're an idiot.
And let me tell you, once you've been baptized in citric kalimic acid, it's going to wash away your ego. You're going to get to grab a mop and you're going to get to be a biomed, which means cleaning up your own mess. Interesting enough, you're also cleaning up everyone else's mess too. And I have so much I would love to say about my experience with this school. At DTI, we learned how to get the job done. We also learned what the problem isn't, so we know exactly how to find out what the problem is. We learned how the parts talk to each other, work with each other, and how to achieve the results necessary to give the patients that we deal with a better quality of life while they're still here. We learned what kidney failure is and why even that guy or girl in the back hallway who stays in their office, their hands in the machine, they're still important as well, because we have to have compassion and understand what those patients are experiencing and going through to ensure that they are safe while they're under our care. Safety has been ingrained in our minds, and the most important role as a biomed is making sure that everybody is safe. Now, moving forward to being a dialysis technician in biomedical technician in dialysis, I want to encourage any of you that want to get started and enter this career instead of a job, go for it. However, you are really built for this path. You see, as a biomed, you're the plumber, you're the electrician, you're the chemist. Yeah, we fix machines too. You don't get the excuse of having your phone battery die. You don't get to be hungover from the night before. There are no holidays in dialysis, because there will be a time you're going to disinfect your clinic at 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve, because when something happens, it's your job, it's nobody else's. You know, when situations arise, we're the ones that answer our phone, we suit up, and we go and handle business. Because of DTI, I can confirm to you that when you finish this program, you're prepared to show up, and you're going to have the tools to handle the situation when it matters most. One of the lessons I learned wasn't on the syllabus at DTI. It was how to find your own answers. Because a lot of times I would be frustrated, and my question would get answered with a question. I appreciate you for that. But I'll tell you what, it made me resourceful, because now instead of just having an answer handed to me, I know how to find that answer. And that's really gold, because when the clinic is running around frantic, you're the one that gets to keep your calm, be confident, and know that you're going to be the hero at the end of the day. You know, there's no prouder feeling than when you save everybody's butt, because we're trained not to throw parts at the solution, or the problem, for that matter. And DTI gave me those tools to be that hero. Now, the great experience I had at DTI, I was supposed to wrap it up in 10 minutes. But you know, you get 6, the next 4 are for me. It wouldn't be a Grant Williams speech if I didn't get motivational on you, so can I get motivational with you? Is that cool?
Sure.
I promise to talk loud enough. Everybody will hear this, all right? All right, so we're gonna, talk about. I have a lot of conversations with people. That's all right, I can project. So I have a lot of conversations with people, and sometimes they ask me how I do what I do and how I keep on going. And I was actually thinking about it. We all have struggles. We all go through sacrifice. And sometimes you'll want to quit. But I'm full of quotes from other great leaders. I'd like to share with you one of mine. When the tides of life carry you to sea and you feel like you're about to drown, take a deep breath, relax, and start swimming. As you're swimming, let those waves bring you back to shore. Hey, I'm back. So, with all these conversations, one of them was actually with somebody that really inspires me. He's my cousin Scott. He asked me, he says, how do you determine and how do you stay focused to study when everything else is going on? How do you know it's going to be worth it? I told him when you're in a foot race and you're not able to see the finish line, you don't even know where it's at. I promise you, you know what it's going to look like when you break the tape. Because every racer I've ever crossed, and has ever crossed that finish line, they all do the same thing. They hold their arms out, they tilt their head back, they smile, and with tears in their eyes, they can say, I made it. Now I'm going to tell you, when you're in that race, when you get to the finish line, you break that tape, I guarantee you, you get to do the same thing. You extend your arms, you tilt your head back, you say, I did it. So, when you're having those conversations with yourself, whether you can do something or not, whether that race is worth running, or if the juice is worth the squeeze, I'm telling you today, when you break that tape, it's absolutely worth it. Because you're not only making those that look up to you proud, you're not only becoming more proud in yourself, but you're also setting an example for everybody that's coming up behind you, that it's worth it for them too. I wasn't going to put this in there, but I'm feeling on fire, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in there. But that's also why I never give up and why I keep trying. And I'll tell you, it's because I always hear my dad's voice in the back of my head saying, that's my boy. Every time I crush one of those goals, I hear his voice. And I'm just determined that not only am I going to make him proud, not only am I making myself proud, but I'm also setting that example for my kids. Because one day they're going to do everything they can, and they're never going to give up, to make sure that their dad is just as proud of them as I am of myself today. So thank you for letting me share that experience with you, letting me sing praises on the ladies and gentlemen of Dialysis Training Institute. Most importantly to me, thank you for showing up here to listen to this good-looking kid with curly hair. And thank you to DTI for honoring me as having the title of the class valedictorian. Thank you. Because we were the first biomedical program at DTI, I'd just like to ask Paul and Amy if you can stand up. You don't have to come up here, but just stand up. And I'm really, really proud of what we as a team have become. And when Paul first started the lab day, he gave us two things. No pressure, no diamonds. And he also told us one other thing. When he would ask us why we had to do something, why it was so critical, we always told him, because we biomeds, homie.